The video which we are going to shoot now pertains to point number 8.1.d, that is active involvement in the process of improving teaching practices in classroom to create an environment conducive to learning using enrichment activities for students, relating the topic to real life situations, encouraging open discussions, and so on and so forth. First of all, I would like to talk about importance of effective teaching practices. You know it very well that if the practices which a teacher follows in his or her class, if they are not effective, definitely the goals or the objectives for which the teacher has stepped into the classroom will not be achieved. So he or she should know the practices in advance, that which practices are to be followed in the classroom before he or she steps into the classroom. Now, before I proceed further, let me talk about what are the types of teaching practices. Some of these practices which a teacher should know are clarity, that is, his instructions must be clear to all the students. If they are not clear, the goal and the objectives are never achieved, because the students will not be able to listen, will not be able to understand. As a result of that, his entire efforts will go in vain. The second practice is discussion. The teacher must try to create discussion. He must try to have individual discussion or group discussions. Different types of topics can be assigned in the classroom so that each and every student gets the benefit to participate in the discussion. Not only this, feedback is equally important. The teacher should get the feedback of the students at the regular interval. He should know where the students actually stand. Until and unless he knows the power of the student, the strength and the weakness of the students, he or she can never try to bring these students at the required standard. So he should also try to get the feedback of the students to students and students to teachers, their contribution inside the classroom and outside the classroom with the other students. He should also conduct assessment at the regular interval. After conducting assessment only, he or she can get the actual picture of the students. So these are some of the teaching practices, very important practices, though there are some others also, but there are these practices which I have just talked about are very, very important, very, very crucial for a teacher. And he or she should try to apply them in our day-to-day life. Now, let me talk about some of the points to create conducive environment of learning, because this point talks about teaching practices in classroom to create an environment conducive to learning using enrichment activities for students, relating the topic to real life situations, and encouraging open discussion, and so on and so forth. So let me now talk about the points to create conducive environment. What are the points a teacher must take in the school so that a conducive environment is created? First of all, let me talk about the point, the layout and arrangement of class. The layout and the arrangement of class should be in such a fashion so that it is comfortable to each and every student and to the teacher. When the class goes on, there should not be any sort of disturbance. It is possible only when the layout of the classroom is properly arranged. There should be use of colors. We can put different types of chart papers inside the classroom using different types of colors. They definitely give positive energy to the students and they attract the attention of the students. It is very important to award the students. If the students are awarded, the students are motivated and they definitely take interest in the day-to-day activities which we conduct in our classroom. Next important point which create conducive environment in the school is conducting games and sports. The students are always not interested in conducting the formal classes. They are equally interested in conducting plays and games. So as and when the teacher gets the opportunity, he should play the games with the students so that they get refreshed and they are again ready to pay attention on the formal subjects. Now, another point to create conducive environment is to conduct group discussions, debates or quizzes. So just after the conducting the formal classes, if the teacher has the sufficient time, he can conduct discussion, debates, quizzes, which definitely refreshen the minds of the students, and they become more attentive, more concerned, more interested towards the subject which is being taught. And not only this, the teacher should also try to make the classes interactive, in which each and every student takes the benefit of becoming a good communicator. At last, but not the least, I would like to say that until and unless all these practices are not followed, that is a conducive environment of learning is not created in the classroom. One, that is, a teacher can never imagine that his or her objective is achieved and the students learn properly as per the imagination of the school and the teachers. Thank you very much. Namaskar.